Alright, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be reacting to Israel Adesanya's UFC 303 predictions for International Fight Week. If you have not seen already, I have already posted my UFC 303 predictions. It was from the Will versus the Way MMA podcast, uncensored MMA podcast, where I give you the casual perspectives in Terrence's opinions, as well as the MMA fighter's perspective as well. We give our contrasting picks in a very casual way. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, go ahead and check out the video on my channel. Actually, I clipped up the predictions from the original podcast. There was way more content on the podcast that you guys can go over and see if you subscribe to the channel. Again, it's the Will versus the Way MMA podcast. But with that being said, today I'm going to be seeing how biased Izzy is going to be, considering that Alex Pereira is headlining the card. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking that he's going to be pretty biased coming into this prediction. But I want to see how he analyzes it, how he breaks it down. And then I'm going to talk about my thoughts as well as he's breaking it down, so you guys can have two different opinions while you watch that video as well. Guys, thank you for stopping by my video. If you want to support the content, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, like the video, drop your comments and thoughts and predictions and picks down below in the comment section, and also be sure to subscribe to see more videos like this one in the future. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into our reaction of Israel Adesanya's UFC 303 predictions.
International Fight Week is here for UFC 303, brought to you by Stake, the official betting partner of the...
Oh, that's right. It is International Fight Week, huh? Crazy.
Another one. Thank you. Hey, these are just educated guesses. I mean, I might know something about this fighting stuff. Maybe I should try fighting one day. I might be good at this. Who knows? Sign up, use the code StyleBender303 to get out. To be honest, I feel bad for Michael and I feel bad for Connor, because this would have been monumental. But again, at short notice, the Titans stand up again. Rematch with Pereira versus...
You know, I don't even know if I really feel bad for either of them, because Michael, he's doing it to himself by waiting on Conor McGregor, right? And then Conor McGregor, he kind of got hurt and broke his toe, which a lot of people are saying he could have fought through. And granted, his old self probably would have said he could have fought through as well, given everything he said about RDA. But they pulled out. I don't really feel sorry for either of them. The only people I really feel sorry for are the McGregor and Chandler fans, because they were kind of robbed of this. But we still get a great fight in Prochazka versus Pereira on short notice again. How about that?
JIRI Prochazka. His stack meter. Oh, yo, Peyton, that's my dog. Yeah.
So why is he a dog?
He's the man. Like, he's good. He's calm. Yeah, he's smooth the way he fights. I even saw this one he posted today. He did a backflip. Yeah, something crazy. He's good. So he's fighting this week. Good. Joe Pfeiffer is good. Yeah, always banger. Oh, and Touchy.
Touchy feeling.
Let's go. Yeah, Pfeiffer. Let's see.
Pfeiffer's not bad. He's pretty good.
Nah, he's good. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I know it's going to be a banger. Also, he took an L in his last fight, but I know he's going to come back with a vengeance on this one. Oh, yes. Machado versus Venom. Ortega versus... This is the fucking sleeper fight. It's not even a sleeper. You know what? Even for the opener, this is a fucking... That's a main event. That
Yeah, how the hell is Machado Gary versus Page a fucking opener for the main card? That makes no sense. That's my co-main event, I'd probably say. Either that, or it could be a little bit of a dud, just depending on their styles. I might give it to Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. What do y'all think?
This raised the stakes for me. I'm like, yes. This as well. I'd stack meter. I'll give it a 8.3.
Ian Gary versus Michael Venom
And I'll give it an 8.
Page. This fight is actually a pretty insane way to kick off the pay-per-view.
This is a main event.
Yeah.
You guys don't even understand. Even now, this is a fucking main event, but also later on down the track when they both, because they're right, I guess they're both kind of at the top, but later on, even in like a few years, this would be crazy.
And the reason I was saying that I'll give it an 8 and not an 8.3 or anything higher is just because it'd probably be an 8.5, 8.6 had none of these fights been on short notice. Had they just built it up as this card from the beginning, I would have loved to see that. But considering that all these fights are on short notice, and yeah, I don't know, makes it a little less exciting for me.
But right now, I'm glad this is a Yeah, we're lucky to watch this one to open up the main event, the main card. These are two guys who do the same things really well: footwork and distance management. Although different styles, they know how to manage the distance really, really well.
And that is why I was saying that it could be a little bit of a boring fight, at least to start off, because Michael Venom Page never really walks anybody down and comes forward like methodically like that. He kind of just blitzes in. And then Ian Gary, ever since that one fight with that Asian dude where he got rocked, he doesn't really come forward all that much. I mean, we saw the way he played it against Jeff Neal, and even Neil Magny kind of just stayed at range, kick the legs, especially of like longer, taller dudes to where he could get caught as well. He likes to pick his shots, play his range. So unless we see someone go out of their game plan and walk forward, it could be just a very technical battle.
And their positions for their styles, where their feet is, elite at it.
What did you think of MVP's debut versus Big Mouth?
Beautiful. Yeah, he just shut him up, going in his face,
destroyed him.
Get out, stand on the outside, pepper him, and that fucking elbow. Woo! Roll the clip.
Yeah, he landed about like 3 of them.
That's a scorpion right there.
And how he frustrated him.
Yeah, frustrated him the whole time. It was beautiful, good way. And also, not a lot of people picked him to win, but we did. This is a different fight in total. Fuck, like, this is a shootout. The thing I would say in this fight would be the X factor is Ian's training with Charles Oliveira down in Brazil. His jiu-jitsu would have skyrocketed. I've rolled with Ian before. I know how good he is. That's the X factor in this fight. Distance game, I'd say MVP will have the advantage in this one. Because he just understands that so much. Combos is Ian's game. When he strikes, he knows how to like mix it up well. Venom is a specialist. He just in and out, and boom, he catches you. You know it's coming. Like, a lot of people can't do much about it.
Holland said he's faster than he thought.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone, you think, I know this because I've done it to people as well, and I've had it done to me. You think you know.
And check out the reach as well. Venom Page has longer arms by like a mile. It's like a 5-inch reach advantage. Yeah.
So you fuck around and find out, and then you're like, oh shit, it's different in real life. No matter all the training partners you try and emulate and whatnot, it's different in real life. Ian has to make sure he doesn't follow MVP. Ian, I think if his best chance is not following MVP and mixing it up, because the thing is, MVP is so good at luring you in. That's no joke, bro. It just hypnotizes you in a way, and then before you know it, it's too late. Punches right there before you even realize, and you're getting blasted. MVP has to be.
Yeah, to go a little further, I think what he's talking about is Ian needs to make it his fight and his range, and he needs to force MVP to do something that he's not used to doing, and what Ian Gary is used to doing, which is making people come in, and he'll do that by picking at the legs. He can't just throw him blank though. He has to set him up, otherwise he will be countered or checked. So I'll probably say starting off with the hands, and then as MVP's getting the counter, then he throws in the leg kicks, multiple different styles. You could use the side kick to the knee, roundhouses, inside, outside. But keeping it low, keeping it on the calf, that's one of the few ways we've even seen him lose. So, given that, and then the fact that MVP is 37, so could see a little bit of a slower version. Although I never really thought it was speed, it's always been timing for me.
Be careful. Because Ian is sharp. He's fucking sharp. He knows. I bet you Ian knows the patterns maybe by now. He's done some studying or whatever. So, again, MVP has to mix it up. And he can. Also, it could be. I don't think it's going to be a stalemate. But I know the crowd sometimes they'll oh, hurry up. They'll try and force the action. But they should just play their game. Because it's going to be maybe a slow start in the first round till midway. I'm gonna feel, and then they start to like someone's gonna touch someone, and again Ian can counter him. MVP Michael has to be careful so he doesn't get countered when he's coming in. But I'm gonna go MVP. I'm gonna go decision.
All right, next one.
From
Jamal Hill versus Kelly Roundtree to Jamal Hill.
On my picks, I chose Ian Gary, just because, man, I think he is really good, despite his personality. I know a lot of you might not like him. Give me your thoughts on him down in the comment section. But despite his personality, man, he is a dangerous guy, and he's also a hard guy to take down. Not that this one will go to the ground, but yeah, he's dangerous.
Hill versus Carlos Ulberg to Anthony Smith versus Carlos. Then 12 days until fight night, Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze.
Crazy
If I'm Anthony
changes.
Smith, I'm like, how the hell did I get here?
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Anthony definitely
how
got
Anthony
robbed in this
Smith
one.
shut everyone up in his last fight.
Did I call that?
Against Vitor. Yes, you were one of the very few who picked Anthony Smith. What do you attribute that win to?
I think it's just experience. Time in the cage, being there, being under the pressure. He's fought the champ, John Jones at the time. He's been at the top. But yeah, so he's experienced, and also a guy like that.
Self-belief too?
Self-belief, of course.
I know I gave him a chance.
Bro, that shit burns. Like, that shit, it's like, it's
When they
fuel.
knock you out.
Yeah, no, not burns like, oh, it burns. Not, it burns. Burns like, it fuck, oh yeah? Oh, fuck. Y'all must have forgot. That type shit. And you're like, okay, bet, let me show these motherfuckers. So yeah, use it as fuel against a guy as well who's like a setup. Vitor, they laid it up for him, and yeah, like, okay, this is the next guy they're trying to push, and they're sending me. Yeah, that shit burns. But this is a different fight. Anthony Smith, count him out all you want, but he's still a veteran. He's still a guy who can hang with some of the best.
He's fighting someone whose own age. They're both 35.
Oh yeah, true. Not a young guy as well, and also a guy who's coming up. But also the weight cut might help Roman in this fight. Yeah, the weight, not weight cutting might help him in this fight. But also it might hinder him. Depends. Is he used to training with this frame, with this weight? What's he gonna feel like? Roman is a grappler. That's the thing. I know he's a grappler. He's a real strong grappler. But also
Nasty jiu-jitsu. Nasty. I mean, he uses the K guard for those of you guys who know what that is, which is like kind of like the newer evolution in jiu-jitsu, or at least the theme going on in today's day and age. He's had that one nasty calf slicer to ground and pound finish, and yeah, he is nasty jiu-jitsu.
just knocked motherfuckers out 3 in a row at one point. I'm gonna go Anthony Smith in this one, just based off what I know about him and his history in the game. I think it's gonna go the distance, unless Roman gets fatigued and Anthony submits him. I got Anthony Smith though. Lionheart. Next fight. Ooh, I like this.
I think
This
I think
shit.
Dolidze
We
takes
have
that one.
surprise.
Like this shit.
Your man.
Man, Izzy's picks I might be looking good. I mean, I'm gonna find out afterwards, but shit.
And your boy Diego Lopez has taken this division by storm. His last
This is probably the closest fight on the card. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say this one's the closest fight on the card right here.
3 fights have lasted 98 seconds, 90 seconds, and 89 seconds. He's facing his toughest challenge in Brian Ortega.
Look, Ortega is that dude. He was on the cusp of it. He fought Volk, had Volk in trouble. Dropped him. Yeah, fucking put him in the gilly, and then put him in a triangle. His 2 best submissions, but it wasn't his night that night. The great show why he's great. But Ortega's still that dude, snatching everyone. And also, in the UFC or in his career, I don't think Diego Lopez has fought anyone with the jiu-jitsu of Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega came off a 2-year hiatus in the rematch against Yair. Bruce is announcing his name. He's getting excited. He's bouncing up and down.
And then his fucking ankle.
Boom! Freak accident.
Yeah, crazy.
What the fuck? Like, can you give me some sound bites on that? Like, what?
Yeah, no,
What do you even do as a fighter? Like,
What do you call it? Corazon
That was fucking crazy, man. Talk about adversity.
hot. That's just, you
you
just
should
have
have praying
to.
to God to like.
Amen. Yeah, that's fucking divine.
Diego Lopez did fight and finish Pat Sabatini though, who also has really good jiu-jitsu.
Intervention, because that, in that moment, most people just boof. What the
Wow,
fuck?
tall
And
for
he
the
came
division.
back to win the fight by submission in the 3rd round.
Yeah, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be crazy. But I'm on the fucking hype train, I'm on the hype train. I think Diego Lopez is gonna make this look easy.
Brian Ortega did come out and say something. He announced that this would be his last fight at featherweight.
Was it
He wants
lightweight?
to go up to lightweight after this fight, which is going to make even lightweight even more stacked. But short notice, beating Diego Lopez doesn't do anything for him since he wants to go up to
Lightweight.
Like,
He might just go in there and just have fun.
yeah,
makes
like
him
what are
dangerous.
the motivations? Like, yeah, I'm just
Makes
trying
him
to-
dangerous. Yeah, that takes the pressure off him. He's just like, no, I'm just gonna go in there and have a fight. And he's a fucking cholo. He's he's about that life, so he might just be like, let's sling, let's go. They might fucking have some crazy grapple exchanges.
I think actually that mindset is gonna make him approach this to receive a little bit less damage, considering that he's probably moving up because of all the injuries he's had and things like that. His body's been a little bit brittle at 145. That's probably why he's moving up to 155. And I just feel like the one fight we saw where he did where he was very patient and didn't take much damage was against Korean Zombie. Korean Zombie also has really good jiu-jitsu, probably better wrestling than Diego Lopez, and in his prime, I would say a little bit sharper hands, less head movement though. And look how he looked against Korean Zombie. I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Ortega came out in southpaw for this one to mix things up and throw him off, just like he showed up in that Korean Zombie one, and he picked TKZ apart. So I think him wanting to receive less damage could actually add in his benefit, if that's actually going to be his mindset. The jiu-jitsu, I feel like, kind of nullifies itself, but I talk more about this in my own predictions. Y'all should really check that one out if y'all have the chance.
Yeah, what does this exchange look like?
It's fucking two snakes fighting. Two tarantulas just dust bubbles everywhere. Ortega's hard to finish as well because Volk had him like right there. He was on the brink. Yeah, Ortega's hard to finish, man. Hard to kill. Hard to finish, which is a good finisher. This is interesting. This might be his first decision. Yeah, I'm gonna go Diego decision. Hot take. But again, if he finishes him, I won't be surprised. But I'm gonna go Diego Lopez decision. Right, next fight.
All right, the main event.
Time to see if you motherfuckers. Time to see if Izzy's gonna be biased, which I don't think he will be, or if he's just gonna use what he knows about each fighter. I'm interested. I'm really curious to see how he breaks this one down, because Yuri was having a lot of success in the first one. Alex is 36 years old now, but Alex does have the spirits, as Yuri was talking about earlier in the interviews. Those spirits really do some shit, man. It comes around to that 4th round, and he's a new man. He's a new person.
Event of the evening. Both fighters have stepped up again to save the card.
Short notice.
And have their rematch on 2 weeks' notice.
This is an interesting fight still.
One thing about short notice, though, is that Yuri took a lot more damage in his last fight with Rakic on the same card as Alex Pereira than Alex did against Jamal Hill. I feel like that's something to take note in as well.
I like to see it, even on short notice.
What do you think will be different?
The approach from both fighters will be different because they both know what could happen. Alex knows he can get taken down and controlled, and Jiri knows he can get knocked out. But also Alex knows he can get touched and hurt by Jiri, and
Jiri needs to be more mindful of his entries.
Yeah, especially when you hurt him,
or if you wait for this fight.
You have a moment. Don't rush. Just take your time. It'll come. Alex can surprise him as well. If Jiri takes him down, Alex can surprise him with some new shit on the ground that he's been working on.
What do you think the pace of this rematch will be? More calculated?
Yeah, more calculated.
Slower?
Because also they're taking this on short notice. They're both relatively fit. But again, you can get 5-round fit, man. That's the one. I know short notice for 5-round fit. That's crazy. Someone's gonna die. That's the mindset. That either he finishes me or I finish him. That's the mindset you have to have if you're taking a short notice fight, 5 rounds. Because holding on for 5 rounds and you're not fit, I'm telling you, it's bad time. Bad as hell. So you just have to go in there and just be like, right, either he dies or I dies. So who's gonna try and kill who in this fight? I'm gonna go Jiri, because we're the chosen few. But also, I think he might have learned from his mistake, because people don't understand. And also, it makes things interesting. He beats him. Then there's a trifecta.
A trilogy, yeah. And
I won't be the only one to knock this guy out. And it'll be like, oh, wow. I'm going to go Jiri. And I'm going to go by 3rd round or 4th round finish. But yeah, I mean, still a good card. Good, solid main event rematch. And yeah, let's see.
3rd or 4th round finish. Now, a lot of you I already know are going to be saying that, oh, it's biased and 3-1. I want to see how many 3-1 comments do y'all think I'll have on this video. Who knows? But what I will say is that, man, Yuri had a lot of success against Alex Pereira in the first one. He just did. He was mixing up the takedowns. He was also getting him thinking about the takedowns in order to strike him. He just overcommitted one time, and it costed him. That's the reality of fighting Alex Pereira. But at the same time, if you think that he can learn from those mistakes and just won't close the distance too recklessly like he did in the past, and you think that he generally just has the overall better skills than Alex Pereira, then fuck, man. Yeah, I could see why you pick Yuri, man. I don't think that is biased at all. I think that it was a very smart approach from Izzy, and damn, I can't wait to see that fight. Overall, coming to a conclusion of this video, I think overall Israel Adesanya's picks were not biased at all, really. I think he did a very good job on analyzing everything that could take place in the fights and analyzing everyone's style based off of their history. And also, I think as far as Alex Pereira and Yuri Prochazka goes, it really can go either way. Because again, Alex could just catch him just like he did the first time. But if you remember in that first fight, Yuri Prochazka started to get the advantage after the leg kicks in the first round, which he still might have even won that first round. After those leg kicks, he was finding his range. Pereira seemed like he was getting tired from having to get taken down, get back up, and getting hit, getting pressured up against the cage. I mean, a lot of people fold and break under Yuri Prochazka, and it's only a matter of time before Alex Pereira, with his style, with his action-packed style, gets caught. So I think that it is very interesting. I didn't necessarily pick Yuri for this one, but based off of the first fight that they had, man, I think he has a really good chance because, yes, they're both going to switch up their styles for this one, but it's not a crazy prediction to think that Yuri Prochazka will win this fight. Alex is going to be more concerned for the takedowns. Yuri might not shoot as many takedowns, but I know for one thing what's going to happen. Yuri's not going to come in as recklessly as he did before. He will still apply that pressure. He still will be unorthodox, but when he has Alex hurt or when he touches Alex, he's not just going to rush in like he did last time and get caught. And the ref, Herb Dean, for that fight will probably let it go on a lot longer until Yuri's completely out, unlike last time. So there won't be any controversy. I think we're pretty safe in saying that. However, let me know your picks in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the content in order to support us. And also, don't forget to check out my official predictions for UFC 303. We broke down the whole card, so go ahead and check that out if you guys have the time after this one. With that being said, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.